If you want to survive in this country, avoid Nigeria. Avoid Nigeria. I say avoid Nigeria. Nigerians are wicked. Nigerians abroad are wicked. People like Dr. Zoe, a prominent Nigerian like he is,
and the jealousy of Nigerians and Africans sometimes makes me shudder, makes me weak.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're seeing me for the first time, hello, my name is Furo and this is Furo TV. Good to see you again. Oh, I am looking all babby today because of my hairband. Please ignore my hairband. It's my baby's hairband. I just thought I'd try it on and it was nice on my hair, so I was like, why not? I needed that tea because the topic we are about to dissect today, it is hot. It's gonna be hot. So you need tea too, okay? Make a cup of tea because I need you to watch this video. If you've never watched any video on my channel, this particular one you need to watch. Before we get into this video, I need you to sit tight, rest your back. Use your brain, analyze what I'm about to say to you, and tell yourself the truth before you comment, okay? Now, there's this guy who posted a video on Instagram. Unfortunately, I have to use him, but this video is a video I'd prepared earlier on to do. But for some reason, Instagram decided to suggest this video to me, his video to me, when I wanted to do this particular video. Nigerians are wicked. Nigerians abroad are wicked, they say. Let us hear from Dr. Zoe, and I will come back to give you my take on this. All right, let's go.
Good morning, guys, from Canada. Happy Saturday morning. I'm just having to get coffee, so I had a thought. One of my friends yesterday was like, Zoe, yeah, you have to be careful. You know, you're getting too popular everywhere. And a lot of people will not like it. So the advice he gave to me was I should keep my friends close and my enemies closer. Keep your friends close and my enemies closer. I thanked him and said, okay, thank you very much. As always, I went to bed thinking about it. I thought about it. Actually, woke up as usual around 2, 3 o'clock. I said to myself, whoever made that statement, is not African.
So this video will take some time, but what I wanted to pick out from this video is at the end. But for us not to drag this man out of context, I will let this video play from the beginning to the end, because I want to actually absorb, analyze this video. So absorb with me, analyze this video with an open mind. Don't be biased. And Nigerians truly, truly wicked with your experience. Let us watch this video. I will come back and tell you my own experience here, especially Nigerians that live abroad, because this guy lives abroad and he is talking about Nigerians that live abroad. He's not talking about Nigerians in Nigeria, although some area of the video feels like he's talking about Nigerians in Nigeria. But I would say he's talking about more of Nigerians that live abroad. Okay, so take it slowly. And I'm going to play all this video. I'm scared. I hope I don't get copyright. I hope so.
Because you understand what it means to be African, Nigerian. He does not understand what it means to be Nigerian or African. I'm telling you. You know why? Because in Africa, the exact opposite applies. In Africa, Nigeria, your best friend are your enemies, and I will explain. When you have enemies, at least you know them, you avoid them, and they avoid you. Believe me, that is the best outcome for you. That's the best outcome. Keep your enemies close. If possible, just once in a while, throw party amongst them, but not go, but just make them just throw party for them. Keep you in Africa, dealing with Nigerians. I said, even here, keep your enemies close. The so-called friends can go to hell. I tell you. Nigerians, Africans, the moment you get small success in your life, they won't bother you even if you're 80 years. As long as nothing for you, they won't bother you. No. The moment you get small success, small, or maybe it looks like something is coming your way, all those ones you call friends, the closer they are, even the ones that have known you for decades, even the one that call themselves relatives, some of them distant cousins, you know, hey, you try to pull you down. Everything they have, pull, as if they are taking turn to. You know, I keep asking myself, why? I ask myself, why? Why are we Africans like that? If you go in this community, if you go, like I look after a lot of senior homes, anyone that is the director or the head of nursing is like a Filipino. Everybody working there is a Filipino. If you go to one that is, the head is Indian, everybody is Indian. And everybody's struggling hard to make sure the company does well. Our own. Make mistake. Get one small office. Put Niger. You don't see you finish. You don't begin cast you with that. You don't begin cast somebody that you want to have. This is us. I don't know. I don't understand us. This is us. This is Nigerian for you. Some people call them frenemies. The way to deal, keep your circle dot, small dot. I'm telling you. Those friends, be careful with them. Because you know how they get you? Things you say when you guys are close. But if they don't come close to you, have fun now, nothing. That's why I said, keep your enemies closer. And the other ones can go to blazes. I'm telling you. And that's my position today. Call yourself whatever, call yourself what relative, places. Because you're not worth it. The meanness and the wickedness and the jealousy of Nigerians and Africans sometimes makes me shudder, makes me weak. We are too wicked. Believe me, it's not God that did us. It's not God. This is not God it is us that did ourselves. We are the ones that are pulling ourselves down. Frenemies. Frenemies. Be careful. I'm telling you. Be very careful. Not of your enemies. Believe me, when it comes to Africa, your enemies are your friends. The people you should run away from are the so-called friends, are the so-called relatives, your extended your siblings will be fine, trust me. See all those ones who say an extended cousin or in-law, all this kind of fear, run. They're deadly, they're wicked, mean, envious. Take it from me. Anything I see, I'll let you. If you listen, if you want to listen, that's fine. They can never harm you unless they don't come. If they come close, that's when they can harm you. Therefore, keep everybody afar. This is Dr. Zo again.
Nigerians are wicked. Keep everything afar. Keep everyone afar. What do you think? What is your experience living abroad? Let me know. I will do my take on this. I will tell you my own experience, what I've experienced. But before I do that, I want to play another video, because this video is going to be a combined video of another young lady. This one was bred and brought up in the abroad. So I felt this one will be able to give us a different take on African people and their behavior abroad. So let us hear what she has to say. I got this particular video on TikTok and I want us to hear what she has to say, and then I'll come back to give you my take.
Can I tell you something that I think about Nigerian churches versus British churches? And don't ask me why I'm lying down.
Tell me.
I just am, okay? And before anyone asks, no, I'm not a theologian. I'm just a gal with some observations, all right? So my sister and I were talking the other day, and we were talking about this idea that in Nigerian spaces and Nigerian churches, there's just this huge pressure for striving, and your relationship to God is based on what he can give you and what he can do for you. So there's a huge emphasis on serve God if you want your health to be good, if you want your money to be good, if you want to succeed, if you want to overtake this person, if you want to do this. And it's just what can God do for you? And I find it really difficult to wrap my head around that, because what happens if God doesn't pull through in the way that you think he should be pulling through? What happens when our faith is just, formed on this basis of because you serve God, your money will go up. Because you serve God, you will succeed. Because you serve God, you will be healthy. What happens when you experience grief? What happens when you're going through a troubled time? What happens then? Does God not exist? I truly believe that you should love God for who he is and not what you think God can do for you, because then the basis of your relationship is purely transactional. And like I said, look, I'm not a theologian in it. It's just, I just find that really difficult. And I think that just sets you up to be ill-equipped for how to deal with the complexity of life. I don't know. I'm really struggling with the Nigerian church right now. And not just Nigerian churches, with the African church. And what do we do? What do we do right now?
So with this girl, she made sense in this video. Yeah, she made sense. But what killed the sense for me was the beginning. Let me play it again and I'll come back and give you my take.
Can I tell you something that I think about Nigerian churches versus British churches? And don't ask me why I'm lying down in the middle of the day.
So let's take in. So this girl, she made good sense in the video. But what made the whole sense she made nonsensical to me was trying to compare Nigerian churches to British churches. I've gone to the two churches. I have gone to Nigerian church and I've gone to a British church. And at the end of the day, if you ask me, we are all driving or moving towards the same direction. What can God do for us? Whether Nigerian church or British church, they're all asking, what can God do for us? Now, here is my point. You all will try your best to put down your race, to put down black people, to put down African people as much as you can. Now, even for this girl that has grown up or that was born and bred or whatever in the abroad, I would have thought we'll have different opinion. But no, you want to make a point about what you don't like about Nigerian churches. There was no need to try to compare Nigerian church and British church. Which brings me to this Dr. Zoe and every other person who will keep saying, oh, Nigerians are wicked. If you go anywhere, that's what you hear. Nigerians are wicked. Nigerians are bad. Black people are bad. Oh, be careful. You will see people who will take it upon themselves to school you of how wicked and how bad black people are when you come abroad. When I first came to this country and had a full-blown quarrel with this particular man who will not hesitate to tell you how wicked and how ungrateful and how terrible black people are. And it's so painful that you all project this whole hate among us that even the people who had benefited from the goodness of black people cannot even share it. There's a video of a guy that is going viral. That guy is probably an Asian guy, and he said in that video that his mom told him that if he is ever in any problem, he should call a black woman, and that is true.
I'm Evander Schultz and that little rat Akash thing, but I want to say something about black women, and this is my mother, and God is my witness right now. May the Lord strike me down if I'm lying. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids, before I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal. My older brother going off to the big boy school, and my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But it's incredible that my mother said that, and I don't know what my mum went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff, and she had loads of.
We are the problem that we have. As black people, we are the problem that we have. You will find, in fact, see, let me keep down this my mic, because this my mic is not even letting me express myself well. Let me look for somewhere to keep it, and then I'll come back to you guys. So what am I saying? We are our problem, our own problem. I've had conversations with black businesses because of this narrative. You guys keep pushing. Black businesses are struggling. Black people are struggling. Even people who had not had any bad experience with any black person, because you guys have pushed this narrative to them, they will just run with it. I had a conversation with one man in Bolton Market last week when I went to Bolton Market, and he kept telling me of how black people would rather shop from an Asian person, shop from a different person in that market than shop in a shop. And this guy is struggling. And I was like, no, that's not true. But I took statistics. I stood there for almost 30 minutes. I realized it was true, that black people would rather go to Asian shop to shop, would rather go to other people than shop in your fellow black person shop. Will an Asian person do the same? No. But because you guys have, circulated this hate that I don't know where it's coming from, I don't know why you guys are popularizing this thing, I don't know why you guys are feeding us with this narrative, getting this narrative from, people will just run with it and promoting hate among black people. Like this girl, you want to say that, you are making a good point, but why will you compare British church and Nigerian church? Why? These people are different people. In fact, I used to go to a British church in this country. When I went there, they used to come out and give all these testimonies of how God has been kind to them, how God did this, how God... And I was telling my husband, some of this testimony no coronate for me. I beg, I need to come to this church again. So what was the essence of all these testimonies I'm telling you about? It's for them to convince you that God is alive and he can solve your problem. Everybody, including the British people that this girl is preaching, they all have problem and need that divine intervention to solve their problem. So at the end of the day, we are all looking for what God can give to us. So it's not a black thing that black people are looking for what God can give to them, or Nigerian people are looking for what God can give to them. Even British people are also looking for what God... If you've actually gone to British churches, you will know that they are also looking for what God can give to them. But if you want to preach this thing you're saying, you can actually say without comparing, without putting Nigeria down, without putting Nigeria and Nigerians down, Africa and black people down. Now, Dr. Zoe, him himself coming to say, Nigerians are wicked. See, if I ever come in a position and in contact with anybody that speaks ill of a full race, of an individual, be careful. If you ever meet me and say, be careful about this person, I will be careful of you because you are the problem. I will be careful of you because you are the problem. This is what you guys do to isolate people. People are dying of depression every day. People are dying of mental problem every day because they are isolating themselves because they don't know who is who. They are living in fear because people keep promoting this hate among black people. Black people's business are suffering because content creators these days, you people are worse than pastors. You people are worse than pastors. I am telling you. This was what pastors used to do in those days, where they will tell you, your mother is the problem, your father is the problem, stay away from your siblings. This was what pastors were doing those days. Now, you people have collected the baton. You people are now the problem. You are now the problem. Everybody pointing fingers. You are wicked. Black people are this. Nigerian people are that. They're after you. You are after this. You are pointing me and pointing you. So who is a good person? Who is the good person? What I want you to take out of this video, if you see anybody talking like this when you come abroad, it is that person you need to be careful of.
Be very careful.
Be careful of what?
Enemies, believe me, when it comes to Africa, your enemies are your friends. The people you should run away from are the so-called friends, are the so-called relatives, your extended relatives. Your siblings will be fine, trust me. See all those ones facing an extended cousin or in-law, this kind. Fear, run. They're deadly, they're wicked, mean, envious.
Envious about what?
Anything I see, I'll let you. If you listen, if you want to listen.
Envious about what? What I will advise you, give people the benefit of doubt. Give people the benefit of doubt. If you must be careful about every and anybody until people prove otherwise. Until people prove otherwise before you can cut them off. I am tired of this narrative you all preaching, you all trying to push. Black people are wicked, black people are this, black people are that. Look, let me give you my testimony. I've had my own fair share of people being mean and they are Nigerians. But at the end of the day, what I want you to understand is that everybody is not going to be good. Everybody is not going to be perfect. Everybody will have their flaws. Everybody will have their flaws. But trying to push this narrative that you have to be extremely careful about all black people, how black people are wicked. If you go on TikTok, black people are wicked. Nigerians, you have to be careful of them. You have to be careful of them. If you're not careful of them, they will do you this, that is a big fallacy, a big nonsensical error that needs to be erased. For the level I have attained in this country, for the level I've reached in this country, it is black people, black Nigerian people that have helped me to this point. Okay? When I first came to this country, I did not apply for any job. The first job I ever worked was a Nigerian guy who introduced me to one Nigerian guy that gave me the job. The black guy that owns that company gave me that job. So that guy, the guy that is the manager of that company is a black guy. He's either from Cotonou or one of these countries, Gambia. He's from Gambia. So it was a Nigerian guy that introduced me to the supervisor in that company, that introduced me to the manager that gave me that job. And that manager was from Gambia. I didn't apply for that job. He just interviewed me and I started work, let's say the next week. The house I moved into from Nigeria to this place, I did not stay in any Airbnb. I didn't stay in anybody's house. Somebody rented a house. It was a Nigerian person I met online. I did not know her from Adams. I did not know anything about her. I just met her on a WhatsApp group where I was, when you're trying to relocate abroad, you will be in all those different WhatsApp group and Telegram group. I met her in that particular one. I told her, I'm looking for a house. She arranged me, helped me get a shared accommodation where I lived in. The job I'm currently working now, I remember the day I was supposed to go for the interview, I was emotionally down. I was not motivated to go at all. It was also a Nigerian person who motivated me and encouraged me and pushed me until I went for that job interview. Am I happy I got the job? Yes. Am I happy about the job I'm doing today? Yes. I am very, very happy. So there are good Nigerians and there are bad Nigerians. But you all will do content, you will not differentiate it. You will not filter it properly. You will just say, Nigerians are bad. And that is more of the things that are flying. Because if you ask a Nigerian person, shop from this Nigerian person, or, talk about Nigerian behavior and whatever abroad, the first thing they will tell you, if you want to survive in this country, avoid Nigeria. Avoid Nigeria. I say avoid Nigeria. No near Nigeria. So if you know near Nigeria, who you go near? Who you go near? Who will help you? If not be Nigerians. Who will help you for this country if not be Nigeria. If you need babysitter, you go call your fellow Naija, say help me, oh, you need this. Even the person that helps me when I start my job, that helped me, a babysitter, was Nigerian. She was helping me watch my kids for free. She encouraged me to go for this job, that she will help me. People that help me with school run, people that help me with different things I cannot mention, were all black and Nigerian. I have Ghanaian friends, I have Gambia friends, I have even this South Africa one that they fight up and down now. Even the South Africa people are fighting. I have friends that are from South Africa that have helped me. My daughter's best friend, when we were in a former house, were South Africa, and these people were the nicest people I've ever seen. Nicest people. They were nice to a core. If I'm coming back from somewhere and I can't meet up with my kid, I will call them like, please, can you help me pick my child, drop my child in your house. When I come back, I'll get them. And vice versa. They were willing to help. There was no bad belly, there was no hate, there was no trouble. In essence, what am I trying to say? Let us stop promoting hate among black people and among Nigerians. Even these ones that they born here, the same thing. The same behavior, the same character. If you meet them, the same, they'll be promoting, oh, Nigerians are bad, black people are this, black people. You forget, say you be a black person, so you are among the people that are bad. So if I'm avoiding this person, I'm avoiding you. Now everybody is bad. All black people are bad. All Nigerians are bad. All African people are bad. So who is a good person among us? You too, you follow be bad person. Content creators, we should stop. We should stop. We should know when we are doing harm to a race than when we are doing good. The fact that you get a penny or a pound or a dollar out of that content does not mean that you put down a whole race. A whole race down. Just because you want to get money. That's all I have to say to you guys in this video. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.